number counters. Okay, number counters. Okay. And how did I get that effect right there? How did I get this effect? Do any of you know how I got this? I don't want to, you know, ruin it for you, but that's the shape divider, okay? So basically the shape divider for this section, I basically just added it to the top and the bottom, okay? And remember, for the shape divider, you're gonna have to make it control this blue section right here. So shape divider right here, the top section, you can add whatever you want, okay? So, you know, you can do something like clouds, and of course you can change the color of it. But, you know, guys, keep it consistent. You know, don't get tacky. You know, you always want like maybe 3 colors max on your website. You don't want any more colors than that, because if it gets more than that, it just looks ugly and people are like, you know, this website looks kind of tacky and it doesn't look good. So now the bottom section, I'm going to add clouds again. And that looks pretty cool, you know, except for this section right here. But if you guys don't know how to fix that by now, you should. But you can increase the padding right here, or on this module, or on this module. It really doesn't matter which module you add padding on, but right here, I'm gonna click on this, go to advanced. We can add padding to the bottom, which is more space, but I'm gonna let you guys do that. You know, I think you guys know how to add padding now and add more space, and you can push it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there. Now for the cool number, again, guys, you probably want something like a white font. You know, it look a little bit better. So the typography, again, you can change. So this is for the number, and also for the title, you can go ahead and change it to whatever else you want. So white, probably black right here, because I have to probably push this stuff down. So I can go ahead and add some margin right here to the bottom section right here. Something like that to give it a little bit more space. Or I can add padding. So right here, I'll click on this. No, actually, this will work. Just like that. You can do it like that. Or you can add padding to the bottom instead. You know, it's really depends on if you want margin or padding. They virtually almost work the same, but they kind of don't. They're very different, but they do kind of work the same in some aspects, okay? So that's basically this section right here. So going back over here, we have these 3 right here. And these are basically the blurbs. So right here, I'm gonna go to add a new section, insert 3 rows. All right, so we have 1, 2, and 3. Now I actually inserted the icon box. Okay, so again, icon box right here, and the icon box. Alrighty, so I can click on one right here, and you know, you can do stacked or frame, and then of course you can do like circle or squared. You can, you know, you can change the icon right here. So I'm gonna put something like that. Now also for the icon position, it looks better like that. That's also how I did it. And you guys can actually get, guys, you can get as customizable as you can possibly think of. You know, so for example, right here. Let's say, for example, I don't want to use this one, or I'll give you a better example. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this column. And, you know, actually, I'll go ahead and just duplicate this right here. And let's see what else I can do here. I'll go ahead and put in this image one right here. This is a trick right here. So the image box, I'll just go ahead and put it like an image box, and I'll delete this one right here. Now, I know it looks kind of like you really can't do much with it, but you can actually turn this into some sort of profile. So right here, I'm gonna click on delete. Put this guy right here, and you're probably thinking, oh, it doesn't look good, but what if you do this and you have a bigger picture right here, you know, because we can actually increase the image size right there, and now it kind of looks like a profile, right? It looks like a person's profile. So just kind of using your creativity right here. Like for example, we can do something like I'll do something like let's see here, Daryl Wilson. And then they'll do like, I don't know, CEO or whatever people put in these days, you know. And then this guy helps people with WordPress tutorials. And then you can talk about your company, and our company, you know, is gonna fail or whatever, or succeed because we are amazing. So it's basically just kind of using these in any sort of way to get the results you want. There is no right or wrong way to use these modules. So I want you to kind of understand that, you know, just because it says it's an image model doesn't mean you have to have it. Like this is a profile right here, you know, and for, you know, other ones we use them, not the purpose they're used for, but it's all about creativity. So any which way you can possibly imagine to use these, use them, you know. And right here I added a profile. Maybe I can add 2 right here and add like a split screen effect to it, you know, like a split screen profile, maybe you and your partner. You know, it's all about creativity and just using your imagination to get the results you want, because there is no right or wrong way to make a website, guys. There really is not. And then of course right here you can put something like your LinkedIn profile, You know, like even you can say like click on this to go to my LinkedIn or something like that. You know, whatever you can possibly think about. And also we have meet the team right here, and I have these 4 pictures. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and goes to add a new section, click on this, and I'm gonna go right here to header. I'll put something like meet the team. I'll put a center, style, go ahead and put open sans right here to decorate this. And then one black, and then maybe, oops. And then maybe right here, we'll do something like a weight of 300 and we'll increase the size. And I want some padding between this. I don't want it too close, you know? So we'll do something like that right there. And then actually for the bottom, we'll put 0 because I hope you know why. We're gonna add a line right here. And if we have padding right here, it's gonna push the line away. So right here, I'm gonna click on this, go to divider and drag it under, okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead and center that, reduce the width, increase the weight, and then I'm gonna go ahead and reduce the gap. And change this color to black. Looks much better with black, right? All right, so we have meet the team section right here. Now I wanna add those 4 pictures. So I'm gonna click on this right here and add in, I can click on this add new section right here and click on 4 pictures, okay? Now this section right here, you're simply just going to drag images right here. So we're just gonna go ahead and put the images of this guy. And also guys, in the folder, I have different pictures for you. So I'm just gonna use this one, but feel free to use your company or whoever you want, or you know, your brother or your sister or whoever you wanna do. So right here, I'm gonna put that, and then again, I'm gonna put this and add that. And you know, I can also go ahead and just duplicate this instead of wasting all that time. So that's just another way you guys can use the duplicate row. Okay, now for this section right here, I'm gonna click on this row right here. And again, I'm gonna do full width because I'm basically saying, I want this row to be full width right here. You know, so by clicking on this right here, by clicking stretch a section and full width, and remember, I don't want any gaps. So I have no gaps. And as a result, we have that grid effect right there. So you can have your team there. You can have all sorts of really cool stuff. And you guys can kind of mess around with this, you know, like, well, I wouldn't do fit the screen or, you know, min height. You know, the min height, maybe you can kind of increase the size of it. But that's if you choose to. Or you can do like, you know, if you want like a full screen one, you know, you can do like fit to screen. But I wouldn't do that. I would just leave it as default. And, you know, that's pretty self-explanatory, you know. If you guys want a caption right here, you can put like a, you know, we'll put Daryl Wilson right here. Daryl Wilson. And then right here, you can put like your other partner or something else. And you guys can always change the font and everything. Or what you can do is just go ahead and say, you know what, we can just go ahead and add in a text editor right below that. And then we can talk about our person. And then let's say, for example, we have the pro version, we have the social media icons like we talked about. Now I don't have them here, but I wish I did, you know, because we can add the social media icons below that to make it look really professional and really clean, but we do not have that. So that's unfortunate. But if you have the pro version, you can add social icons at the bottom right there, okay? That's basically how I achieve this section right here. So you want a section like that for the grid effect, that's how you achieve that section, okay? And the last section we're gonna do is this section right here. Now guys, this is really easy. This is too easy now for you guys. You know, now it's just being like repetitiveness. So I'm gonna click on this right here and go to our modules right here, and we use testimonials. Testimonials. So right here, you can talk about your company on the content right here. So this section right here corresponds to the content. And then for the image, I'm gonna delete that and just put this guy right here. This guy is the main guy today. You know, he gets an A, you know. And then right here, you can put something like, you know, your company name. So I'm gonna put Daryl Wilson. And then job, I'll just do like WordPress dude. And then right here, you can do like alignments. You can change the alignments to whatever you guys would like. And then also from here on the style, you can change the content color to something else like black. And then the typography, open sans. You know, people love that font. I don't know what it is, but it's just the most popular font. So I don't know why, but people really love it, you know. And here we can change like the size, you know, everything else. Maybe uppercase, line height. You know, we can change the line spacing. Some companies do that, you know. I don't know, that too much? I think that's too much. You know, I don't know. We got to tone it down there. That's too much. Something like that. That's a little bit better. And then for the image, you can change it for the name. So it's so customizable, you know, and I can't go through every option because the name corresponds to Daryl Wilson. The job corresponds to WordPress dude. And this stuff right here just corresponds to the font and the typography. So just go through it if you want, and now that'll be it. Okay, so right here I'm gonna click on this. Oh guys, one more thing, don't forget to save. Please don't forget to save, because I've had people comment or like, hey Daryl, I was building my website and then I didn't click on save. And I'm like, well, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry that happened, but what do you want me to do? I'll email you a Starbucks $5 gift card or something. So I mean, that's really all I can do, right? So going back over here, we completed it. Now I want to talk to you guys about the header right here. So this right here looks really good, right? And our website does not look really good. Our website, I keep opening that tab. Our website has this right here. So we need to go ahead and fix this section. So go ahead and save this stuff, and let's go ahead and go to our, well, we can actually view the page. And then right here we can go to customize. So we need to change these options in the theme customizer. All right, so it's loading my theme customizer, and there we go. So right now I'm going to show you guys how to make this transparent, and I'm actually going to go through all these right here and explain what these are, just so you understand. You don't have to follow me here, but you guys can just kind of watch and understand and get the general concept. So site identity right here. So for example, like yourwebsite.com, you can put it up there, but I'm actually going to replace this right now with a logo. So it doesn't really matter what I put there. I'm just not going to have this here because I'd rather have my logo there than this text. And I'll show you guys where to get a logo in just 1 second. And also for the site icon. So again, right here on the top left right here, you see we have these little icons. Whenever someone visits your website, you can go ahead and put it right there or whatever you want. So right here, I'll put this right here. And now you can see right here on the browser that will show up whenever someone visits my website. So I'm going to give you a website that you guys can get a logo from. It's really cool. And next right here is our menus. So we have menu location. Again, we talked about this. So we have the top bar, we have the main, and we have the footer. So we basically put that, and also for mobile, which is optional. So you can decide to put it there. But it's going to be a hamburger menu for the mobile. So I'm not going to go through that. But I will cover mobile optimization in the next section. So make sure to stick around because that's extremely important. So going back over here, we have the widgets. We talked about the widgets right here on the bottom of the page. So again, right here we have our widgets. Going back over here, the static front page. Again, you always want to set your home page to right here, like your static home page is this, and also your post page is whatever you want. And we'll talk about the blog in just a little bit. Scrolling down here, we have the general options. So a lot of these actually don't really apply to us because we've actually used our own page builder and we didn't really use their page builder. So as a result, many of these right here are not really needed. But there are some, like scroll to the top, like the scroll to top button way at the bottom. You can go ahead and change that. See this icon right here? We can change that to something else we would like. Okay. So you can, have fun with those and change those to whatever you want. Like the input text area, this is the field is like at the way bottom right here. So you guys can kind of go through these and customize them and decide how you want it. But I'm not going to get too much into all these right here because a lot of these guys are not applying to us because we do not use their page builder. We use Elementor. And for the layout style, see, we don't really need to mess with any of this because we've actually had the plugin do all of this on our own. So we don't need to mess with any of the general settings whatsoever. Okay, so going back over here, typography, again, we don't really need to use this too much because we are using our own right here. We don't need to basically do our body, a font. But I mean, it actually really is helpful if you guys decide to use their page builder and everything else, but we're not. So I'm not going to actually use it. And you guys can see it only applies to something like the menu or the website, like the top right here. But we're actually going to replace this right now. So it really, really doesn't matter. However, it actually does matter for the menu. So I want to make sure that you guys don't skip this out. So if you look on the top right up here, you can see our menu will change. So it only applies to the menu and the footer menu as well, okay? So if you want to go ahead and change some of those settings right here for the menu, this is where you're going to do it. And I recommend doing something like, let's see, we can do capitalize, and we're doing open sans. So let's go ahead, let's keep it at open sans right here. And I'll do something like, we'll do do like that. That looks pretty cool. And I think for this section, that's probably it. So I'm gonna go to save and publish and go back right here. I'm gonna go back again. And right here, we can go to top bar. Now the top bar, we actually replaced. So that was the other bar right here. So we don't really need the top bar. So on this section, we're not really gonna use it for much because we actually disabled it. So we don't need the top bar as well, okay? So I'm gonna go back. And right here under header. Now right here we have like our general, our menu, our logo, etc. So your logo, you're gonna go ahead and put it right here. Now guys, you're gonna have to go to fiverr.com, and I wanna actually talk about like good people and good sellers and everything. So you can type in something like logo. Now there's also a link in the description. It will take you to fiverr.com. If you guys do purchase something, I think I get like paid just by like traffic. I don't even know how. I never even like go to like my affiliate program. But right here, you guys can see they have really cool logo makers right here. So I will do a business logo, and you guys can get a logo for just like $5. And guys, you don't want to cut corners with your logo. Your logo is a representation of you. It is what people see when they talk to you. So these people right here will make really cool logos for starting around $5. Like this guy right here, $5. These other guys right here, like that are like 25. You don't have to use them. You can just use someone for $5. My logo was made for $5. So these guys will provide you with some really, really cool logos. Okay. So go ahead and get it from one of these guys, and once you're done with that, you guys can actually go back to your website and insert it in. So right here under logo, I'm gonna go ahead and just put this for now, and go to select. And then it wants you to like kind of like say, oh, well, what part, or like how much of the logo. So I'm just gonna like select this little bottle right here, just for tutorial purposes, guys. So there it is. There's my new logo. And again, guys, you want to make sure that it is PNG. Okay, so this logo I have right here on my website, this is a PNG file. And what that means is it has no white background. So like this right here is a JPEG image. So as a result, it has a background. You don't want a background right there, okay? So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and like remove this. This looks horrible, so I'm just giving you an example of what you would want for your logo. I think the general size is around like 50 pixels by 50 pixels. So you wanna go ahead and use that as well. And you can also change the size of like the logo and everything right here as well. Okay, so go to that website, get your logo for $5, and then come back here and you can go ahead and upload it right here. Okay, and you have like the menu right here, and you can like center it. You can do left. A lot of these settings, guys, are very self-explanatory. Like the link color. Actually, link color is the most important one. That's the actual color of your menu right here. Okay, and then this right here is your secondary menu. So this right here about us is your secondary menu. So remember, whenever you're making customizations to your website, you want to make sure that this is the secondary menu. So that's just letting you know what it is. Okay, so I'm going to put white right here. And the reason why I'm doing white is because I'm actually going to add a transparent background. So I'm going to go to save, go back right here, and this is like your menu social. You can go ahead and enable a social menu at the top. So you want to go ahead and give it a social menu, you can do that, but I'm not going to go ahead and have that. No thanks. Now going back over here, for your mobile menu as well. And I'll get into mobile optimization in the next section so you guys will understand it a little bit better. But this is just basically decorating your menu on mobile, okay? All right, so you're gonna go right here to general. And now you see the style right here. So we can style this menu different ways. So for example, right here, I'm adding a transparent background. So now you guys can see it's transparent, or you can have top menu. You can also have full screen or center or medium or whatever you wanna do. So these are the example of the headers. Now custom headers, that's basically where you like make your own little header, and you can do you basically make a header on a page and you can select it right there. But it's really not needed. The transparent menu is probably one of your best options right here. So right here I'm gonna click on this little header bottom border, and then that gets rid of that. Now guys, remember, you can actually just have a regular menu like this. Most websites have it like this, So this is like the standard. Now the reason why it's the text is white is because remember, I added a white text. But again, you can change the background color to accommodate that, so you can kind of see it a little bit. But I still want the transparent background. I don't want any of the, I don't want to see anything right there, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and save this right here. And now I'm gonna go ahead, and you can also change the height of the menu. So you can make it like bigger or smaller, but I think it was like 74 was good. Now I'm gonna go over here and go to logo, and I'm gonna go ahead and add in a logo right here. I'm adding these logos right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in to give it a little bit more of the, an idea of it, stuff like that. So there it is, my logo. And you can also do like a retina logo if you want to, or whatever you want. So, and then also you can change like the height of it, the max width. Actually, I should probably remove that one. Let's see, put this to 500 and let's go ahead and redo that one. Okay. So there it is. There's my logo, guys. And again, if you guys need help, make sure to go to Fiverr. You guys can get a logo for $5. You guys can use my link. I make like 10 cents. It's really it's really cool.